Okay, so I'm back. Okay, Robert, once again with Smart Profit Money. Okay, in this video, I will be covering how to do a discover call for your SMMA marketing agency when you get somebody that's interested in your services and you're really not exactly sure what to do. Maybe you're lost and confused on the process when you first get somebody who's interested. So if that's you and you're kind of like losing clients, or you're just panicking when somebody's really interested because you did tons of marketing and it's starting to work, well, you have to know what to say so you don't scare them away. So if that's you, keep watching this video so I can show you how I did that. Okay, so we're back. Should be able to see my pointer on screen, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. Okay, first off, let me go and explain how the video is going to go. You guys know I always do this. Should be running about 30 minutes, maybe 35. Who knows? It might go longer if we start talking about some really cool, interesting things as they come to mind. And again, welcome to the Octagon Room. Okay, I do want to cover, I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, and I know somebody's watching this video who's asked me specifically to make it, so I'm doing this for one of my members. We go back and forth all the time, and it's really good to help everybody. And the people that I go back and forth with all the time on emails and Facebook chats have a lot of fun with that. I just want to say, it's great helping you guys and watching you guys succeed. Anyhow, that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into this instead of talking about other things, right? But anyhow, I'm going to get into marketing. I'm going to talk about some of the marketing skills that I've used in all the businesses that I've had in the past or present, and things that I notice in the actual world of just marketing. It's going to amaze you, and I'm sure you guys will agree. And I'm going to show you the pricing packages that we have for the course and just how we actually do it. It's pretty simple. We don't overthink this stuff. It's really easy. And what else? And one of the PowerPoint slides. So there's going to be a couple things I'm going to show you. That's how the video is going to go. All right, so let's just go for it now. Okay, so first off, when you guys have everything all set up, your emails are going out, somebody's going to be interested eventually. If that hasn't happened to you yet, well, you guys are not trying hard enough. And even if you are trying, give it time. And if something's totally wrong, maybe you're in the wrong niche, right? I mean, I just have to say that. But doing a really nice, simple email and makes people interested in a video that went out. When they watch the video and they see your presentation page, that needs to sell them. If they're not sold on what they see on that presentation page and that video, then something's wrong. They need to be sold before they contact you, because when they contact you, everything should be super easy and you should be able to close them because they're already super interested. That's what I like to see in my marketing and everything that I set up. So if you guys noticed, you've heard me talk about this in the past, why I do all the presentation pages and everything. So let's look at a really large company. I want to use an example so people understand why it's not why I have this concept, but it's the same concept that everybody uses in regular businesses. Maybe you're just not thinking about it. So let's talk about one thing really quick. I'm going to bring up a couple here, examples, but let's say you're looking for a product. Doesn't matter what type of product it is, but we'll just use a phone for an example, an iPhone. If you saw the presentation page to an iPhone, you're going to look at all the features, you're going to look at the video, how it spins around to give you the 3D thing. It's really awesome, but you want to go see the iPhone in person. You're probably going to go to the store, or you're going to call them online, but you've already made up your mind. You know this is a phone you want, you can afford it, and you're just going to go for it. So when you get there, what happens? Maybe you get somebody who's brand new at sales, somebody who's rude, somebody who just doesn't want to talk to you, or just somebody who's really mean. That's happened to all of us in different things that we purchase all the time. But if we have already made up our mind about this product, what are we doing? Actually, we really don't care what that person's actually saying, right? We're going to leave that store or that, business with the product that we came there to actually buy, because all we're after is that phone, that product. But many times I'm sure you went to the store and somebody doesn't know what they're talking about, or they make you waste a bunch of time, but you ended up getting the phone. So that's what I'm saying, because their marketing was so good and the video was so good, you made up your mind way before you got to that store. That's one example. You see how that works? The same concept goes into your presentation page for SMMA marketing. The reason why this is so important, so many real estate agents or whatever niche you're in for SMMA, they're getting hit with a bunch of people doing the same business. But a lot of people do not do a beautiful presentation page and shows what you actually do. Now, the people who are serious about different SMMA niches is always have a presentation page. I ran into a couple of them, and one of my members, let's see, what niche was that? Attorneys. Beautiful presentation page. Well, there you go. I didn't even really help him on, I don't think I helped this one. No. This was his, and it was just beautiful. And it's like, that's what I'm talking about. People have to have a presentation page that sells. So when they're interested, you're not really doing anything. You're just saying, oh, you're interested? Okay, bam, here's the, packages, bam, have them click it, sign up, and you guys are done. And then you go into the onboarding process. So the onboarding process takes a little bit of time. I have another video on that. But this is mainly just answering the questions, and it's called a discovery call. That's what a lot of people like to call these. So I'm going to show you the slides on that. Let's talk about another example. I really want to use this example because this really happened to me about, 20 years ago, I would say. So I was buying an expensive product, and I want to show you how we've all been there and what actions you need to take sometimes, because it's your money, and I don't want you guys to be rude. Always be nice, answer the questions, and even if you don't like what you're hearing on the other end, always be polite, because they might just call you back anyhow. You never want to be mean. There's no reason to be mean. You're going to get a lot of business, and it's going to come to you. Don't worry, just do things right. But I want to use an example where I was spending literally a lot of money. Okay, and this was, I'm just going to tell you the whole short, story, and you guys will hopefully get a kick out of this. Back in the day, 20 years ago, like almost 20 years ago, maybe 15, I don't know. But I was buying a swimming pool. Yeah, we would actually go to a store, and this company had swimming pools in the ground, like 20 of them. It was the most amazing place you've ever seen. And they already had swimming pools already in the ground. You could walk the grounds and look at all the different options, everything. And if you're interested in something, you would go in. And there was this massive building. It was one of the biggest buildings here, close to where I live, where it was just a huge place where all the pools are in the ground, and then the massive building, you had a bunch of sales, people and options for the coping, the tiles, the pumps, all that stuff, and you choose. So they would match you up with somebody who was available to help you purchase a pool. Now, we're talking about 110 degrees outside. People actually used to jump in the pools and were acting like they're testing it out. They're basically having fun, but they actually were buying pools. So most people would go and spend upwards of $100,000 easy on a custom swimming pool with all the landscape and all that. So anyhow, I get in there, and I'll try to make this fast just so you guys understand. And they try to match me up with this really rude, unprofessional salesperson, and I'm just wearing summer clothes. Like, really, it's super hot, so I got a tank top on and some shorts, I guess, and just I look like a mess, right? But I'm there to purchase something really expensive, and I know all about swimming pools. This is not my first pool. I know all about custom pools, and this is for one of the properties that we were actually building, and I have to do the property right. So I already know in my mind what I want. And people that don't know pools, if just want to tell you, they never give you, when you buy a swimming pool, you don't just buy a pool and they say, here's a pool that you're going to get. You actually design the pool from the ground up. You tell them how deep you want it, how the shape is, where you want the deep end, how you want the spa raised, how much, 18 inches, you want it lower than that, you want a waterfall. That's you. You're the one who configures everything. They have a showroom. You choose what you guys want, and you go from there. Unless you're choosing the exact pool that they had in the showroom, you can go with that, right? So there's all kinds of options. What I'm trying to say, I just don't want people to think, oh, when somebody buys a pool, they just say, here's the pool. No, you design the pool. So whenever you go to anybody's house, if they're the ones that purchased that pool, they sat with a designer and set up everything. I mean, they chose the rocks, they chose the tiles, they chose everything, right? So here I am sitting down with this person, and I know everything about pools. I don't mean to brag, but it's true. I've had pools my whole life. And this person is treating me like I don't know anything about pools, very rude, does not know anything, blew me away, and I want their product. I want it no matter what. I'm getting a pool here because I know that everything's great about the whole entire the way their business works. I've heard good things, all that, but it's just this salesperson. I don't want to deal with the salesperson. So I tried, called the person back, very rude, and was basically, this person thought that I was either couldn't afford it, or maybe something was in this person's mind and was not, he just didn't have the right skills in this. So what I did was I actually called, I spoke to the manager and said, I need to switch salespeople. And I got another sales, person. I knew what this was going to do because I knew I would have to walk in front of that person over and over, but I didn't care. Fired the other salesperson and still bought the custom swimming pool and spent upwards of $100,000. Okay. And that person thought I wasn't going to do that. And that shows that sometimes you have to do this crazy stuff, and that I don't like to do that type of thing. But if I feel that somebody's totally out of place, I will. And I'm just going to call them out. And that's what I mean. Don't be that person. Know your craft, know what you're selling, and everything should go right. But you can see that you're going to meet somebody somewhere that they're really bad at what they're selling, but you're going to end up buying the product anyhow. So the reason why I'm telling you this story is because when you're doing SMMA, your product needs to sell itself. There's really no reason for you to go into a bunch of stuff. So let's go over a little PowerPoint slide that I made here, and hopefully my rambling on made somewhat sense, and you guys will understand what I'm saying. Like I said, the iPhone, even if you have a bad salesperson, you went for that product and you're going to leave with it. That's how you want people to treat your SMMA presentation page and the video that you made. They're happy and they just want to go ahead and go home with that product, right? So discovery call. First thing you want to do when you go ahead and call them, I'll do a little bit of role playing every time I try to do it. In a situation like this, I just don't do it right. But it's just super simple. We don't. I'm just so easy going with this. Like, hi, is this Rob calling you back? You have some questions on the real estate marketing? Oh yeah, and they're gonna say something like, I saw your email and I just have some questions, like how much does it cost? Remember, we don't show them what it costs. Sometimes we do though. So there's two ways to do it. You can send your pricing package over at the same time, include it on your presentation page, or not. So the choice is yours. But if you didn't send it, they're going to ask you, well, I want to know how much it costs and this and that. Say, well, can I ask you a few questions first? I can make sure that I point you in the right direction with the right pricing package. So what we do is we say what type you want to analyze what they're doing now. Okay, so what's the name of your business? And you have a little cheat sheet, and you're going to go over the cheat sheet, and it's just going to say, ask what type of business, get their website, and find out what their Facebook business page is, and so forth, right? That's what you want to know. There's a couple things that we always look for. And then we ask them what type of marketing do they have in place. Very important to ask this. This is going to tell you how serious this person is, and it's going to just get rid of the looky-loos. So these main discovery questions will get you out of being on the phone for a long time and just wasting time with somebody that really doesn't have any intentions of going forward besides just picking your brain and trying to figure out what you guys do. And I don't like to waste time like that. I'm too busy of a person to be answering the phone or doing callbacks and just to waste time. I want to speak to somebody who really understand what is going on, and hopefully my presentation page and everything sold them and what we're trying to actually do, right? So ask what their goals are immediately after they tell you what type of marketing they have in place. That's it. Ask their goals. That means like, where are you trying to go with this? You know, like ask how many leads do they want per month. That's super important. I come out pretty straightforward with that. How many leads are you guys looking to get every month? You know, and then you'll find out somewhere along this line is, I should have put it in there, maybe ask if they're working with Zillow. They're probably going to tell you that most people do. We're working with Zillow. We're paying about $1,500 a month. They're going to tell you. And we're getting 15 to 20 leads a month, maybe more. I don't know, but they never go anywhere. The leads are just junk. They say that they're pre-screened, they're pre-qualified, and they're basically not. So if you hear that, then great. Then you could point them in the direction. I'm going to show you next the pricing, packages here. So ask if they have a marketing budget that's just huge. If they don't, then there's no reason to be on the phone with them. Hang up, show the best pricing packages that fits their budget. You want to make sure that you're getting to this point super quick. And I can end up there in 1 minute. I ask super quick. I don't want to sit there and talk to somebody who's just trying to find out what we're basically doing. Let the client talk, let them think. And I don't mean to be rude. Remember, you're being very nice the whole time. Even if they're not nice to you, always be nice, because that just can be a way that you perceive them, and it's just the way they come off, but they're actually nice, and they don't know that they're rude. A lot of time when you do sales calls, people seem rude, but they're really not. It's just their tone of their voice. Okay, ask if there's any questions. Let the presentation page and video close them. That's it. Always revert back. So what I mean by reverting back is, they say, well, I got your presentation page. I looked it over. First thing I say is, did you watch the presentation video? Now, I shorten it. It was longer. It was like 35 minutes long. Way too long. I should have spotted that. Most of my presentation videos are a lot shorter. This one's 12 minutes. It gets straight to the point. What it does is, on a presentation video, you're just going over your presentation page. You're showing them how things work, and that's going to sell them. There's no reason to go any further. If they haven't watched it, make sure that they watch it and then go back into your discovery, questions. That fast. Don't even do anything. Make sure you watch the video. You can either hold on the phone or call them back. Okay, now you basically just want to take them straight into the pricing, the real estate marketing, packages. You can name this, whatever you want. This is in the course. And we put 4. I usually run 3 or 4. On other SMMA things, you can run 6, whatever. Don't get too crazy on this and think you're going to put a whole bunch of packages on there, because it just doesn't make sense. Most real estate agents are not going to be rich in the first place, even if it's a huge brokerage. The bigger the brokerage is almost where they're so busy they don't even need us. So don't think that the bigger the, like if you have something really huge where it's going to be catering to the people that are super busy. Nah, I've been doing this a while. This is what actually works. Okay, so starter package. I'll just read some of these off. So if somebody says, "Well, I'm not really sure. I just want to try it out." Fine. Don't go over and over with them. Just say, "Okay, if you want to try it out, we have a starter package." That's why I named it starter. Okay, it's $500 a month. If they even gripe at this, like, "Oh, that's a lot of money," that's a signal right there to almost like you don't want to deal with them. There's too many people that are interested in this if you're doing your marketing right. Okay, $200 ad spend. Explain how it goes. That's it. Do I get the 50 leads free? No, that comes in this package here. You get 50 leads free. If you spend $1,000, you get $300 ad spend. That's how this works. So this is my favorite one. business package. They click the button that goes into a subscription. That's what we use. I use a shopping cart. I don't use an invoice. I never have. I don't even know what an invoice is. Okay, so we use a subscription button, and it charges them every month, monthly subscription. Okay, and all we do is get access to their Facebook page, and that's it. You can include the credit card if you want to put their credit card file inside the ads manager. That's fine too as well. Some people do that, some people don't. Okay, so pro package, moving on. If they want something bigger, they can go $3,500 a month. They get ad spend $1,050. You keep $2,500 a month. Okay, if I did this right, I believe I did. Okay, so that's how that works. You can read through these if you want. And the largest one we have is $20,000, $16,000 on ad spend, and you keep $4,000. Let me make sure I did these right, because sometimes I fly through this stuff. I believe it is. Yeah, I think so. Hopefully it's right. Okay, because I just edited these. Okay, so that's what we basically do. Okay, and you're just going to walk them through this super fast, and then have them choose. And remember, you don't want to show them this until they actually say that they're serious, and you know that you've already sold them on this, and your presentation page did all the work. If your presentation page is not doing all the work, then something's wrong. Go back and refilm the video, the presentation video, this one here, which should be this one. That needs to be refilmed, and maybe what you're saying on your presentation page. I'm going to show you guys another one day that's a little bit different than this one on another video that shows just more of the leads and stuff. So it's just different things, but that's what needs to happen. Everything needs to work. Remember, go back to the phone thing. Just like the phones, when you're interested in a phone, when you went to buy that phone, you really didn't care what the salesperson had to say, because you already made up your mind before you got to the store. It wasn't about what the salesperson wanted to say. But I don't want you to be that bad salesperson either. You want to make sure that you are the correct salesperson, and you are answering the questions. You really know what you're talking about. And the main questions that you'll get, let's do a little bit of role playing. I mean, like I said, I don't like doing the role playing thing, but I'll try. It just comes out natural when I'm on the phone, but whenever time I try to do it like this, it just sounds weird. But anyhow, hello, this is Rob calling you back for the real estate. So see, I'm already messing up. Hi, this is Rob calling you back. Looks like you're interested in the real estate marketing. Yes, I want to know how it works. Okay, well, did you watch the video? No, please go ahead and watch the video. I'll resend it to you if I need to. I'll watch it and I'll call you back in 15 minutes. Oh, okay, I'll do that. Are you going to watch it now? I always say that right away. You're going to watch it? Yes, I'm going to watch it now. If I call back and they don't watch it, I put them back on the autoresponder and just keep sending them stuff and try to call them back later. If they watched it, and then we can get into more things. Oh, great, you watched it. Okay, so what type of marketing do you guys have now in place? I go right into these questions. Oh, let them talk. They're going to talk. They're going to say all kinds of crazy things. Let the people talk, okay? Oh, we're doing all kinds of marketing, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's why I put the next thing in here. Next question is right away. I let them talk, and the next thing is, okay, what are you trying to achieve? What goals are you trying to achieve with your real estate marketing? And I just shut up. I just listen. That's it. And then they're going to tell me all kinds of stuff. Okay, next question is, this is super important too. It's like, okay, how many leads are you guys looking to get per month? And they're going to tell you, well, we want 500. That would be great. Sometimes they'll be kind of like kidding around and throw out some really weird, number just to, I don't know. They always do that sometimes. Okay. If they're serious, they're going to say, well, at least 100 leads a month. Start off and just say, well, these packages you can get more and more. And I'll usually say, if you start off with the $1,000 one, we include 50. You should get more than that. It's just going to keep growing and growing. And then, you go back and you never say an exact amount. Just say it varies. It can be 100 or more. It's going to vary on how much you guys are spending on ad spend. If you keep it at the minimum, then, we're just going to take it from there. But everybody's getting always over 100 leads easy. It always seems to be. If we see that you're not getting the leads for the area that we're targeting, we're going to pause it. We're going to edit everything and make sure that it is working. Where you're not just going to keep spending the client's money. So you tell them that we're not going to just have ads running if we don't see anything coming in. We're going to pause it, edit it, and fix what we have to. We know what we're doing. We're specialized in this, so don't worry. Okay, so anyhow, right away, if they're interested in that, those are your main, questions coming out. Like, I know I was trying to role play and I kind of went off on there, but go back to the packages, show them the, packages, make them click one. Again, don't talk too much. Let them talk and go. Are you ready to move forward and choose one of the packages and get you into the onboarding process? That's usually what I say. Yeah, but maybe I just want to think about this more. Fine, go ahead and think about it. The ones who think about it, retarget them like crazy and send them your videos of you running ads. Best thing ever to do. Okay? And again, like I said, that's all we basically do. It's so simple. I know that a lot of people, when they talk to people on the phone, they have this big old process and they're scared to tell them what they charge, and they just drag out the whole entire thing. You shouldn't do that. I always want to act like it's like the phone thing. They already saw what they want and they should be ready to purchase. Here's the packages and be set and done with it. That's it. Let's get into the onboarding process. I do have an onboarding video that's inside my course. I'll try to make another onboarding video for YouTube. Try to do like more for the course and just show some really cool stuff. But yeah, so that's basically the way it works. So hopefully it made sense. I've been meaning to do one of these videos for a long time. Maybe I'll do another one later where it makes more sense. And just this whole thing is just so easy, and that's why I don't think we need to go too crazy with this. Just let your presentation pages do everything. Your videos always have a closing video at the very bottom. Or is it? There it is there. And your form where they're going to contact you and take it from there. And this form is very important too. I didn't go over this, but it's very simple. But it lets them know, are you ready to move forward with our marketing system? Yes, ready to purchase. No, it says here, not ready, just looking, have questions first. That really comes in handy because when you get this, you already see where you're going to go with this. And they already tell you if they're doing any kind of marketing here. So we're kind of screening them out. This is kind of like a discovery little form. We're kind of like sneaky getting more information before we even speak with them, and that's going to help you close them much faster. One tip I could say is I never spend too much time in a discovery call. It's not that I'm being rude, but I just get straight to the point, because I think if you're just trying to pick my brain and ask me a bunch of questions that really don't have anything to do with it, and you're just, I don't know, it's just weird, like to go into all kinds of stuff. No, just try to get it really fast, get to the pricing page as quick as you can. Once you find out they have a budget, make sure they're a good match, and if not, then you just want to hang up. Basically, it's like, okay, well, there you go. If you're interested, let us know. Try to hang up if you know that people are just going to waste time, because it doesn't make any sense to stay on the phone with them. You're never going to convince them. You're never going to convince anybody if they're not into paid ads. They have to understand what paid ads are. They have to understand how marketing works, and they have to understand that in the real estate industry, if you're not running some type of lead generation system, you're not going to make it in the real estate industry. It's just way too hard. I mean, I've been in the real estate industry for over 20 years. I mean, if anybody knows, it's me. If you guys don't know, I'm not just a marketer, I'm a real estate agent. So I can tell you what happens behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, the whole entire thing. Okay, so going on and on. So wired on this coffee. I just flying here. Hopefully I got it out. Stopped at Starbucks before I filmed this video. Got one of those green tea frappuccinos with a shot of coffee in it for the people with almond milk. All right, that's what I did. Really cool stuff. It's a green drink. I don't know if you guys ever had it, but not bad. Okay. Anyhow, so go ahead and watch the next video coming up. Any questions, send it over to me. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this. And don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button. I'm sure you saw it floating across the screen. And what else? Don't forget to be kind to animals. And if you can, rescue one. That's always good. And if you can, bring one into your family. I mean, I like to get this across sometimes in some of my videos. And when I say bring one into your family, that means the pets live inside. For the people that think, okay, you're going to adopt a pet and put them outside, that's not adopting a pet. Please do not even adopt a pet if that's what you're thinking. all pets need to be inside. That's still part of the family. Okay, so that's what I want to end this video with, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.